Well, this is a little introduction to tuning and using a chromatic tuner. A little bit about what's going on with harmonicas. This is a KORG chromatic tuner. Now when I play G, the tuner says it's a G, and then it gives you a needle readout. Let's have a little fun. That was a swan. Let's grab a sidel. Dead on at 442. I have it set at A is 442 hertz. Why is it that the sidel read at 0 on the needle with the calibration at 442, but the swan was much higher? Because they are not tuned to the same A. How about that? The swans and a lot of the instruments from Asia might use not 442, but 444 or 445. Whereas the sidel is tuned at 440. My instrument's actually tuned to 440, or I'm sorry, the sidel is to 442, not 440, to 442, which is pretty standard. Well, is A set at 442 constant across the entire world of orchestral music in all countries? No. Some pieces of music are played at 444 or 445. And so what do harmonica players like Robert Bonfiglio do, who play with orchestras all over the world? They have instruments tuned at different A's. I mean, you're not going to do it while you go up on stage. You have to file the reeds. So they'll set up the harp prior to. Let me show you another little interesting factoid. Okay, let's take this swan. Now, that was a neutral embouchure. My tongue was low in the mouth. Watch what happens when I let my tongue rise. The player's technique affects pitch. How about that? When you raise your tongue in your mouth, it creates a slight airfoil effect, just like the plane of a wing of a plane. And it'll take that reed flat. As a matter of fact, that's the method for doing bends, is to raise the tongue, and it makes the air slip over it, and that creates a little bit of an airfoil effect. Takes the pitch down of the reed. So these things cost about 20 bucks. And you turn them on by pressing the little button. And then you can calibrate. See that 442 over there? I can change it. See? That's 440. Now it'll read out how things are looking at 440. And that's back to 442. And these little, the swing there gives you increments, flat or sharp. The green light comes on when you're dead on pitch. So it's got lights and LED as well as the meter. Where do most people tune to 442? You better watch your embouchure because you're going to pull it flat. You know. Another way of solving the problem, suppose you're working on a recording and the recording is oftentimes happen is a little sharp because it was done with machines that ran on little motors, and those motors were not correct back in 1940 or 60. What do? Put it into a device like a Tascam and just change the pitch by so much %, which you can do, and you can bring it down and easily play with it then. So you can actually monkey with the music and change its pitch. You're not going to change the pitch of a harmonica other than by, flattening each note as you play, and that ain't easy to do at speed. So now you know a little bit about tuning.